So we will do a 4-course meal. We are very glad to do that and invite you all to join us. Raphael will do the 2 entries, and I'll do the main dinner or the main course and then a cake.
Wow.
And the speciality is that we tried to use only a certain amount of different ingredients so that it all fits together well after the 80-10-10 principle. So Raphael will start. He will start with the soup.
I've got 2 sponsors at this show that I want to present, because for one, we've got Kyocera with this lovely big peeler. I'll have to put it to camera. So here we've got an extra wide peeler, and I'm going to use that. It's got a ceramic blade, and I'm going to use that, which is quite useful if the cucumber is a bit wider. A normal peeler will do, but this is luxury. And thanks for Kyocera for this. And the other thing is Jurassic fruit. Jurassic fruit do big boxes of goodness. Have a look at that. They gave us some mangoes for this show. And we've got, in Europe, Alto Ulfo honey mango. We've got Harden mango. We have got Mahachanuk and Namdok Mai. And we've got some Edward. I've not yet tasted that. I'm really looking forward to that.
You'll like the Edward.
You don't like them?
No, you will like them.
I will like them. Okay. And then at home, we still had a big airplane mango or flight mango, like they call it here. And we've got an Amelie mango. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different kinds of mangoes. And that's just here in Germany. I mean, how many are there, Doug?
There's actually not that many kinds of mango. There's only about 500 kinds of mango.
Oh, fair enough.
But when I was a kid, there was only about 100 kinds of mango. So most of them are quite new. And of the ones you mentioned, I know everybody's got their favorites, but I would take that Amelie without any question. If you don't know what to do with the Amelie, save it for me.
Okay, well, then I can direct you to Gebana. They do it once a year, Amelies from Burkina Faso.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, well, my first course is a very simple soup. And it's so simple that, it really, beggars belief. Basically, you take bananas and you wait till they look like a tiger. And then you put them in a blender. Now, this blender is a bit of a hero, really, because it's already 23 years old. It's already served a 7-head family, and it's proper hero stuff here. So we take the 3 bananas, we peel them, we look for some bad stuff, we put that out, and then we put them in the blender. Yeah, bananas are also stuff that has many different kinds. I've tasted about half a dozen. My favorite is red banana. I don't know if you have tasted that.
I like the banana which has a lemon taste, lemony taste.
Yeah, you once
Very good.
ordered some special ones,
Yeah.
right? So, and the second ingredient for the soup is celery, stalks of celery. I said 5 stalks of celery. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And give them a little rinse. They usually have some sand at the bottom. Water the garden a bit. And put them in the blender. Maybe make them a little bit smaller and have easier game in the blender. So that's it. Maybe some water for consistency. We want a soup, not a smoothie. And I really encourage you to try this because it might seem funny, strange even. Okay, sorry for the motorbikes. But it actually tastes really savory and nice. So we're gonna switch to sun.
Raphael, not
Yes.
to upset your flow, but would you list the variety types one more time on the mango at your convenience? You mentioned,
Yes.
I know you mentioned Atolfo and Amelie and Edward.
Yes.
Did you name any other variety types?
I have Edward Altofo, Namdok Mai,
Oh, you have Namdok
Hayden.
Mai.
Wait a bit.
Oh, Hayden.
Hayden, yes.
Hayden. Yeah. And what's the other one?
Namdok Mai.
Namdok Mai. See. Okay.
And the last one is Mahachanuk.
And the key
Aha, Mahachanuk. Okay. Thank
And
you.
the flight mango is not specified. I get it's a Keith or a Kent.
Kent.
Kent. Okay.
Kent.
It's a classic to get this as a flight mango here. Sometimes, not always.
Yes,
And it's super expensive.
It's a really tasty mango. It's a very low string mango,
Yes.
and it's got one of the longest it's a middle season mango, so it's one of the most available.
Mhm.
Remember, when you're in the kitchen, you are responsible for the taste. So go ahead, grab a spoon and taste. Yeah, works. Pour it out. Yeah, some kids from the neighbors. And don't forget to decorate it because the eyes are eating as well. So maybe grab a little centerpiece of the celery and decorate your soup. And there we go. First course done. Over to you for your first course.
Thank you, Raphael. So, I want to start with my cake. You have in the recipe the mulberries, and there are mentioned walnuts as well. I have today no walnuts, but the pecan nuts. I like them. They are a bit finer in taste, but it also works very well with the walnuts. So, and you take, I have already in my mixer, my blender, 100 grams of the mulberries, And then I add the 50 grams of the nuts. And then we just make them crumbly, both. Be careful that it won't be flour at the end, but as I said, crumbly. So then for decorating, I need bananas.
You need bananas.
I'm sorry.
I'll get you.
Thank you, Raphael. We have prepared everything, but then at the end, some things are not quite there where they should be. And we need a mango. I have here the Ataulfo mango. And we cut it up. So I always do this around the stone. Thank you.
Two, I guess, is enough.
No, four. Thank you. I'll try to peel. I prefer to cut them before I peel because it helps to get the hold of it better. Otherwise, it always slips out of the fingers. So, and you will see how much you need. It might be enough to have just 1/2 of it. And then we cut slices. Maybe you want to do them sidewise, so from the smaller side, so that the pieces are not too big. And as I'm doing a little dish, not a big thing, I will have forms here. I don't know if you can see them. So these are inox forms, especially for professional kitchens. You can take them, put them on the plate or on another surface where it stays then, and fill the cake in, or the ingredients, or the whatever you want to put in, and let it cool in that form. And when it's cooled and soaked in a little bit, then you can remove the form and you have the cake there. We'll try that. And we need some bananas for preparation here now, for the inside or the topping or whatever you want to call it. So, and there we make some slices too. Cut some slices here. Maybe 2-3 millimeters broad inside. And we will need, yeah, it depends on the length of your bananas. Maybe you need 4, maybe you need 3, you will see. And the good thing is you always can add a few more. It depends also on the muster,
Pattern.
on the pattern you want to make then, because you want to have it nice looking.
Already looks pretty good.
And as we also use the berries with it, and we have it colorful and we don't need too much other decoration anymore. I have here also raspberries and blueberries. Maybe you have other berries, whatever you have, just take what you want. So now we try to put this on the plate.
Running out of space.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult for the moment, but it will be okay. So we place the form. We put our mixture of the mulberries and nuts in, and you will see it depends how big your form is, how much you will need of that, and how thick you want to have your bottom layer. And you press it down with your fingers or with some tool. You can also use, if you have a bigger form, you could use a glass, an empty glass, and just roll over it so that it pushes it down. This is not so good for me now here, as it doesn't really fit well. Okay. So we have to put the rinse here. And then we start with the inside, and first with the rim. And there we take the banana slices and put them upright. I don't know if you can see this properly. Upright at the sides. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the sides first.
Okay. And really press them together so that there is no space in between to the next one. And if it doesn't quite fit, that you have like 5 at one side or 4 or whatever, then you just take half of one. It also this one. Okay. With the rest of the cut up bananas slices, we put them on the bottom, also on the mixture of mulberries and nuts. We layer them out. And also quite narrow, quite well together. Try to fill in the gaps. And you can press them down a bit. As well to get it cakey. So just fill in the spaces. Well, and then you take your mango slices and try to make a nice pattern here, like a flower or something like that. So this is how you want to have it, how your circumstances are with the form and with the size of the mangoes. And, yeah.
When you want, I can show them.
Yeah. You want to show them quickly and then we finish?
There we go.
If you want to, you could also lay them a little bit on top of each other to make it like, what would you say, on a roof? The roof tiles?
Or layered or tiled.
Mm-hmm. So, and you can leave some space in between, regular space, so that you could then put some berries in the gaps as you wish to have it. So, okay, and then you take some of your berries, and it always is a nice sight if you have different colors, and it's just wonderful. Look at it. It always looks delicious then. Even if it isn't. And it's just colorful.
Ah, but it is.
But it is delicious. It really is. As you said, Doug, before, with raw food, it's already finished. It's complete and has a complete taste. So, yeah, you can show this if you want to. And then,
Oh my, what a cake. Nice little box
and
cake.
you could even sprinkle some of your mulberries on top if you want to. If it doesn't spoil it. So,
A couple of mulberries. Very beautiful.
yeah,
Very nice.
good, so that it looks similar to the other one. Well, and maybe here as well. And it is a little bit like cakey when you have these mulberries also on top or at the bottom. It tastes a bit like a cake, a baked cake. So, if you want to show this again, or I show it.
Okay.
Good. Maybe we have some the extra here. Off.
Yeah, don't worry.
This is, I mean, because of the plate, it's not quite a flat plate, and so some of the mixture came out at the side. Usually, if you have a very flat one, or if you have it in the form anyway. So, this is what it looks like with me here, so you can decorate it whatever you want, you can put on, or yeah, and in
Beautiful,
different
beautiful,
colors.
Gabriele.
Yeah, And so we let it sit a bit. And at the end, you can then pull off, or not pull off. I will do it then and show you. And then you can decorate the plate with some more berries, which would be nice.
Okay.
Thank you. So then I bring it up to the fridge.
Okay. Cake goes into the fridge. Fridge is also a good friend with cakes because it makes the cake a little more, yeah, it makes it harden a bit more. Yeah. So next we're going to make the cucumber rolls. And for that, we're going to start with the apples. So take your variety of sour apple and take your julienne. I've got a very cheap model here. And I put it into a setting where I have lots of small knives. I'll show you. Lots of small knives and the big one across. So I make all those nice little small lengthy pieces. Okay, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you take an apple, in this case, a topaz. This is a sour or sweet sour variety. I also have got Yonago Red, which is also pretty good. I really like that. And then you just make some small pieces, lengthy pieces. Watch your fingers. When you do an apple, it's quite cool because just hold it and hold it in the middle, and you can go on and cut the rest. So I'm gonna take care of the rest later. So the second ingredient is the cucumber itself. So we take the cucumber and I take my luxury peeler. Take whatever you have. And you go ahead and just make one slice and then just keep on slicing. If you press a little bit harder, the slice will be thicker. Yeah, it can sure be thick. You can go easy on the beginning and on the end of the cucumber because it's not so thick there. And then you just make slices. You'll realize that the middle of the cucumber, the more juicy part, is a bit harder to slice. It might form up like this. That's okay. You can use two to compensate. Keep on slicing. To have a couple. Yeah, sorry for the traffic. Okay, then I guess we have enough to start. Go ahead and take two thinner slices or one bigger one, one thicker one. Then open the medjool date, take out the pit, and cut it into 4 pieces lengthwise. So you will have long pieces of medjool. And then you just take 1/4 of a medjool. you take a couple of the apple, I don't know what to call it properly in English. Small
Sticks.
pencils or sticks. Yeah, small sticks works, I guess. And then you take a medium leaf of cilantro is the English word. Cilantro, or in that case, any other herb you care, because it really works with a lot of different herbs. And then you just roll it up. So we've got just cucumber, a sour variety of apple, a sweet date, and a herb. And trust me, it tastes good. No, don't trust me. Try yourself. Try yourself. And we can put it on the plate. And we go on with the second one. This time maybe put a little bit more apple. And maybe take, well, while we're at it, some basil. Works very well with basil too. Basil, good. It looks good, it tastes good, and it's fresh. And hey, it's not even with any kind of fat. And then the third one we'll make with a couple of different herbs. We'll take lemon thyme, because we've got it here. Just any thyme is fine. But since we're now here with my mother's garden, we have the privilege of lots of exclusive herbs. And if you want to, you can also make one with a bit of spring onion. In this case, I would even combine it with a little bit of cilantro. Some people don't like cilantro.
Me.
I get that. Cilantro on its own is not particularly great, but in some circumstances, I really like it. And spring onion, you don't need a lot, so maybe you'll want to splice it for some smaller quantity. And off you go, rolling another one. You could eat these also with some sticks, like chopsticks. Should be kind of fun. Yeah, basically, if you don't have any questions, that's pretty much already it. The special thing about it is not the complicated preparation, but the taste. I think I can hand back over to you, Mom.
Okay. So
I'll keep on rolling.
you were a bit too quick for me now.
Too quick. I can keep on talking.
Just a moment to get the stuff, as I am preparing a second cake for Raphael, or for me. let's say.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget the time, Mom.
No, I'm nearly there.
Okay.
So
This time it's a time. You can hear the church bells. They ring here quite often.
So and our main course is the cucumber spaghetti, and a nice and wonderful mango sauce, mango curry sauce.
Yeah, that
So-
one is good.
You can have the cucumbers peeled or not peeled, or you can peel them just half. That means you leave on some stripes of the skin. It makes a different pattern than on the spaghetti. And as we have here not so many colors, it is quite nice to have a bit more of the green here. And then I have this wonderful spiralizer, quite handy here. You can take it in your bag to work or so, as I do sometimes. And there are two different sizes of the cutters, so the blades here, and or not the blades, but
Yeah, plates.
the partitions here. So you can make bigger spaghetti or smaller ones. I usually use the bigger for the cucumber and the smaller one for the zucchini or for carrots or so. So I already spiralized them on my plate. And I used to stop it every now and then, every few turns, so that I don't get this meter-long spaghetti. And so it's not much work really. And you can do it fresh before you want to eat it. And this adds an extra quality to the food.
Sure does. It's fresh fruit, fresh food.
Yeah. So even the bits which come out at the under end, the middle parts, you can add them as they are cucumber anyway. So
They taste good.
yeah. So at the very ends, I'm then not so about to get spaghetti out of them. So around. So it depends how much you want to eat. You can do a second one. I won't do it now all the time, but or maybe for the second plate or whatever. We have now 4 dishes, so that means it will be quite filling anyway. So maybe we are fine with just 1 cucumber. And then, no, my mango is gone for the presentation here.
Well, we've got a couple.
I take here the Nam Dok Mai.
Nice. Good choice. Ate them the first time when I was in Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was spectacular. Pretty good.
I can't remember how they taste. I tasted them once. They had a good smell. So I also find it for that sauce that it's nice to take the amélie.
Yeah, because it's a bit more tangy, a bit more
Not
sour.
so, yeah, not so sweet. And so here for the sauce, you can put everything in pieces, even around the I would almost like to say kernel, but it's a stone.
Stone bits, yeah.
As in German, it's Kern.
Yeah.
We do not have stones in our fruit.
Yeah, we do. Stone fruit.
Yeah, there is a stone fruit. You're right. And here we see it's quite slim. Do you see this?
Oh, wow. Paper
Very
thin.
nice. So, and for taking them out of the skin, I don't peel them. I just scoop them out. And this is much easier, quicker. And you can even do it very
Thoroughly.
economically.
Yes.
So, and the other one. We need 1 mango for 1 person. This is for me. So if you are a good eater and training hard, then you might just double the recipe for your dinner. And if you have just this is also different.
Yeah, and 1 mango is not the same size as another one.
Yeah, that's true. So. The mangoes are always a little bit messy, but they are so good. So you can put up with that. And then we also take some celery stalks. And here you can choose with your taste. I would say, as this is a mango which is sweeter, we could do like these 4 smaller ones. And then see how it goes. They're already washed.
Yeah, the first time Doug told me that celery is gonna be my new friend, I was skeptical.
Yeah, me too. It took a while. And I still prefer them in a sauce and not just like that.
Yeah, but they are like your new salt, you know?
Yes, so you have to keep up with it.
Yeah.
So, and now I use a tablespoon, sorry. It's a tablespoon. A tablespoon of a good curry you like. So,
Isn't that the one you did yourself?
no,
No? Okay.
this is a bought one from the Syrian shop. We have one here.
Probably good.
They have good stuff.
Yeah, I believe you.
Raphael, it's tablespoon. I mean, Gabriele, tablespoon, right?
Tablespoon. What did I say?
It says tablespoon.
Yeah,
Yes.
this is why I took a tablespoon. A big one. Okay. That's all. I just have the mango, the celery stalks, and the curry powder. We mix it up.
Really enjoy your bells there.
Yeah, I'm glad you do. I'm worried that you didn't like it.
This is a brake filler here.
Yeah.
I have a different blender here, as you can see. It's a German blender. It also could cook or warm. And sometimes we use it in winter even to make our celery soup a little bit warm when it's so cold outside. So you can put here the degrees, and you can put in the thyme, and you can mix and or blend. And it's from the performance, it's similar to the Vitamix. It has a broader range, and it is not maybe quite so fine as the Vitamix, but also quite handy.
Yeah, it's
Does a
got
good
other
job.
qualities. Do different stuff with it. For example, nice cream works much better in the Thermomix.
Yeah, as it turns round by itself. It has a turning blade.
Yeah, the blade is cut differently. So every work has a different advantage.
So now we can put on the sauce on our spaghetti.
Makes me hungry.
And it smells wonderful
Yeah.
from the curry. And so it's already finished here. And if you have something to decorate, like some herbs, here I have mizuna. Do you know mizuna? It's a special kind of
Sprout?
sprout. Yeah, you can sprout it. I got it from a shop. And yeah, it's something special.
Looks
I
like
even-
cress.
I even tried it the first time.
What does it taste like?
It tastes, yeah, like a slightly cressy, but very slightly, as it's very fine in taste.
Like a cress a bit.
A little bit, yeah. If you
Cool.
want to, you could put like a little bit of paprika flakes, chili flakes
Chili flakes. Oh yeah.
on top. And if you want to, take some physalis around. So. Or also some red berries, like cranberries. It's very nice as well. I don't have one at the moment. So, and that's it.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful. Gorgeous. I'm coming over. Raphael, I'm running over.
Yeah. So here's the soup. Yeah, it's a soup. But these look quite good, don't they?